Hey, I'm Brandi Sorensen with Johnston Realty.
And I'm Tyler Johnston with Johnston Realty, and this is your Natrona County market update for February 23rd.
Yes.
So what's happening in Natrona County this week?
Well, we have 212 active homes on the market.
Okay.
Median price range for that is $420,000.
Okay.
Pending homes are 139, and the median price is $330. So interesting that,
Yeah.
of course, there's like some in the up over $1 million that are
pending.
Yeah, so that, well, not that are pending, but that are active.
Active.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then that definitely changes that up. But in this whole month, 58 have sold, and that is a medium list price of $348, and then a sold price of $342. So just $6,000 less than
Then
the
what their
list.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was kind of talking about that with Talia too. I think that just the difference that you get to see when you're working like Douglas or Glenrock versus Casper.
The turnover rate.
Well, the turnover or
Just the amount.
the amount, depending on where the agents are or the buyers are from. So like you've got a buyer from Casper coming to Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
In my experience that I've seen,
Mm-hmm.
the offers you get are either really close or at the list price.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're dealing in Douglas and you're getting offers from people locally in Converse County, they're always saying, "Well, let's see what kind of a deal we can get."
Yeah,
and so
I
the
feel
offer
like I've
comes in
noticed
low.
that too.
If you just, Yeah, so I was like, because she's got that one listing in Glenrock, so I was like, well, you have to. It's kind of two different things. I mean, everything's so close, but it's
Yeah.
such a difference between
we've talked
strategies.
And just the markets are different. And so then things, it's definitely interesting being so close, but yet they're different.
Yeah. So
We finally got a little bit of a winter.
barely.
Yeah.
But
Still.
The alarm went off on my phone and on Candace's today on the way back from Casper. High fire warning.
I know.
It's February.
I know.
And we're dealing with fire warnings. Isn't that ridiculous?
My son wanted to go camping after with his buddies out after state wrestling, and I'm like, no. And of course, it's not like they go to a campground with a fire ring,
Right.
And I'm like, no, we're not burning the mountains down. So we are going to have a fire at our house, but we're going to. I'm like, it's still February, and we have to worry about fire watch.
Yep. Yeah.
Grass is crazy.
Well, that was, I think, last month, or maybe right around Christmas, because we've got the little fire chimney on the porch in the front yard. And Cason's like, let's make s'mores. And I was like, hell. She's like, well, why? I was like, your house will burn down.
Everything is dry. There's not a moisture in the air.
It's a weird, very, very weird winter.
Excuse me. I keep thinking that hopefully we get a really wet spring, but I don't know. It doesn't look like that.
Well, it semi-rained today and sleeted, but it was raining so hard and sleeting so hard on the way to Casper, you couldn't see out the windshield. But then on the way back, the sun's shining, road's dry, and I'm like,
yeah, so that didn't do
it didn't do anything. Yeah, it's very odd.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So how was your weekend?
Good. We had, guess what? Wrestling, real estate, and legislature.
You have been busy lately.
Surprise. That's all I did.
Yeah. But it all went well.
It all went good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What about you?
Had a client call about commercial property on Friday, and so I ended up showing property on Saturday for that. And then took some pictures for a client in Glenrock on Sunday. And that was kind of about the extent of the weekend. It's kind of quiet. The kids are just, Brighton's finishing up speech and debate. They leave for Rock Springs for state.
Okay.
But it's a 3-day deal, so he has to be at the bus at 4:45 in the morning.
Yay.
And his car's not fixed. That means Dad has to get up at 4 and take him. And I'm like, this sucks.
It's not even enough time to go back to sleep before you
No.
got to get everyone up and going.
Yeah.
You're already
so,
up.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's the
Yeah.
way it goes.
Be a parent. It's fine.
Oh, yes.
We get to sleep someday. That's what I heard.
Eventually, yeah. When they're all...
When we're dead or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because, see, they move out, but then they call. They got other things going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been...
Well, March 1st is coming up, which is the official deadline for the property tax exemption. If you live in your home for
Wyoming.
in Wyoming for more than 8 months out of the year, starting on January 1st.
Yep.
They are talking about making this clearer this legislative session, but I'm not going to tell you until we know, because things change a million times between the start of the session and the end.
That's true.
But they're working on it. So
We'll see what happens.
as of right now, March 1st.
I filled out mine before February 1st because I paid attention. But yeah,
Yep, me too. But
it'll
anyways,
be interesting for that. Any home maintenance tips?
well, I don't have a home maintenance tip, but I have a little thing that doesn't happen all the time. One of the homes that one of my buyers is looking at has had some times when the utilities were off. It's not a foreclosure, but this has happened in foreclosures or whatever, or homes that are winterized or anything like that.
Yep.
So one inspection that we don't always think about is a pressure test. So it's through the plumbers. Because you can't always tell if there's a little crack or a little leak behind the walls, behind, little things like that. So they'll come and do a pressure test where they pressure up everything.
Yeah, they plug everything up or shut all the valve, turn everything so it's shut, and then connect and run air line and then make sure it holds at a certain pressure.
For so long. Yeah.
Yep.
So I just thought that would be something to...
Well, and it's hard, especially in Wyoming, especially if you're looking at, if it's something not owner occupied all the time, the power cuts out while somebody's gone.
Yeah.
Or, foreclosures. I love when you walk into a HUD or a foreclosure home to show it. The first thing I do is go look at they always tape over the sink or the toilet or whatever.
Oh, yeah. If it's been winterized.
Yeah, and they put the date.
Like, don't.
And they're like, don't use it winterized. And I was like, oh, look, they winterized it the 15th of January in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Which means it was running up until then. And I'm just like, oh, crap, there goes the water.
And the crazy thing is, from what my experience of foreclosure, sometimes once they go into foreclosure and then by the time they get on the market, sometimes it's like years because of whatever different situations. Or sometimes it's pretty quick and it's not a problem. But, I've seen, and same with you, I'm sure, foreclosures where power's been off for 2 years.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
I had one and it had been a foreclosure and I got approval for the plumber to turn the water on just for the day.
Right.
To test the water. And he came in the office and he's just shaking his head and I was like, what? He goes, Ty, he said, I didn't even get the valve all the way on. It hadn't even got to the meter and the pipe was split and the water was spraying all over. And I was like, okay. So then he said, you need to call somebody that can plug and pressurize and everything. All the plumbing was shot. And it was one of the rare times I had a foreclosure pay for the repair.
Really?
Yeah, we asked for it and they paid for the entire plumbing repair.
I haven't been in the business that long, but I've had people tell me that foreclosures now, some of them they're actually going in and remodeling or fixing before they even go on the market.
Back on?
Yeah.
That's smart.
So it just depends on which management or which foreclosure or which, I don't know, all
Bank
the
and
ins
all of
and
the
outs. And then others will do some repairs and some are just like, nope, it is what it is. Some people also think that foreclosures, oh good, that means that I'll get a really good deal. And it usually, I'm not saying that you can't, but they're still going on a market value.
Yep.
And it only goes to owner occupied first. So people who are like, oh, good, I'll get rentals for a good deal. It takes a long time before that's available. It's just
It's a process.
foreclosures are, and it depends too. Some sort of foreclosures don't, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's a different ball of wax.
And it just gets interesting. Like you said, the more you dig into it, then it's like, okay, well, this is what we can do. I had a fun one where we weren't allowed to make offers. We had to participate in an auction.
Oh.
But the auction extended 15 minutes.
Every time somebody puts a bid in.
Somebody put in a bid, once it was under 20 minutes. So everybody's sitting and waiting like eBay.
Yeah.
And the buyer and his daughter were in my office. We were there at 9 o'clock. And at 11:30, the auction's still going. He's like, oh, forget it. Because every time it would get down to 5 minutes, somebody put in another $1,000 bid.
Yeah.
And that'd start 15 minutes all over again. I was just like, oh.
They do that same thing for like animal auctions online. You know, my kids like show sheep or show steers and stuff. And I'm just like, are you kidding? How long is And of course, everybody waits till the very end. And then, I'm like, you couldn't have done that at 14 minutes. Like, why did we have to?
Yeah. It gets interesting.
Speaking of auctions, when I was down in Tennessee visiting my uncle and aunt, a lot of their properties actually do go up on auction, like not just for foreclosures or anything. They do
Just
that
for sales.
as for sales. Yeah, a lot of them.
See, and a broker in Casper was telling Talia about that once. They had recommended on this particular home or to do an auction type thing. And I was like,
yeah. In different parts of the country, more and more people do it. In fact, one of my friends who, had a listing over by Pinedale, Big Piney, Jackson area. It was a ranch, and he wanted to do an online auction. And they, because it goes more, it's sort of one of those auctions that they market to other big ranch type, I don't do a lot of, but all over the country and stuff. So most people who were bidding weren't local, in Wyoming, whatever. But I don't know how that actually went. I'll have to ask her.
Yeah.
But that was the first time, in a long time that, in fact, it was in the paper that there had been an auction like that in Wyoming for a ranch like that. So,
well, it's
interesting.
Yeah. It's always like, well, then you can
There's
go
a
into so many.
lot of how it works different. Yeah. So I was interested to talk to her about it.
Did anybody come view it before they did all those types of questions?
Right.
Yeah.
Some people had, like some people would send people. Other people did come in to view it. She did also do the same and held open houses and, video tours and Matterport and all that
leading
stuff.
up to it.
Yeah. So.
Well, I do some video work for some ranch brokers, and for me, it was a real big eye-opening just how different it was, because we're just driving out in the middle of the prairie, taking pictures and everything, blah, blah, blah. And then he wouldn't go through this field, and then he made us go through this other field, and as soon as we got back to town, pulled straight into the car wash, because he didn't drive through the other pasture because he didn't want to pull the grass
from one to the other
and contaminate the grass. And I was like, I wouldn't have even thought of that. So yeah, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So that's why they
they specialize in that. And,
Interesting.
Yeah.
So pressure test if the water hasn't been on and it's been cold.
There's different inspections that you can do.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
As the weather gets warmer, or
worse,
stays the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. Spring happens.
Yes.
Spring's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh well, we'll see what happens. But if you guys are ever interested in a price opinion or like to know what your home is worth, make sure you click the links below or reach out to one of us. We'd be happy to help.
Thanks.